Congratulations on your induction into the USTA Midwest Hall of Fame. Who would have thought this young man that came to Midwest to me so many years ago is now famous and in our great hall? I think that Mark, and his best qualities, was always trying to do the best that he can do. He also worked at improving his staff and himself in trying to make USTA Midwest the best that it can be. I can't thank you enough for the way you helped me and others that followed me. You've just been wonderful.
Mark, congratulations on your selection to be inducted into the Midwest Hall of Fame. Very well deserved. I'm very proud to have known you in the capacity that I have over the years, and I'm thrilled. We're both from Northern Illinois, so knew each other in the juniors. And then in college, I went to Bradley, he went to Indiana State. After I got more involved in the Midwest section, we became, I think, really good friends. I did send him, I think within the last year or two, I was looking up somebody that I had played in college, and so was Googling them and saw an article that was talking about a tournament that Mark was playing in. What I sent Mark was the article that was written by a University of Illinois reporter reporting on one of the University of Illinois players having his closest match against Mark Saunders. And what the article said was that, looking here, it said Saunders made a crashing dive to the fence to save the 8th point of the tiebreaker, but netted an easy forehand on the final point. And I sent Mark an email saying that I was really struggling to visualize the dive, but I could easily picture the forehand being netted into the net. Clearly he's competitive. He wouldn't have been successful doing what he was doing if he was not, or successful as a player if he was not. So many leaders, I think, or many leaders have a challenge in trying to subordinate their own ego and let others kind of shine. Mark has been skilled at doing that. You know, is part of the reason that he's been able to work with so many different administrations and to build such a phenomenal staff. And that not only has helped the Midwest at a sectional level, but certainly at a national level as well.
Mark, it's a pleasure for me to be asked to do this. I was appointed as an endorser, coming in with no junior background, and thank goodness Mark was there. Mark's ability to work with people, both volunteers and staff, on many levels, from brand new people coming in to those who've been there for 10, 20 years. He makes it work, and he makes it fun. He has been so respected at the national level as one of the top 3 premier CEOs in the country. And an accomplishment, wonderful recognition of that is Midwest being named the USTA Section of the Year. Congratulations, Mark, on being inducted into the Midwest Hall of Fame. It's been a pleasure working with you, and it's a very well-deserved honor.
In his early years, Mark started out as the Director of Player Development. He was one of the first in the country to hold that position and did a tremendous job in building the number of high-performance players, coaches. The big priority was looking at plan for growth and looking at how we're going to grow the number of new participants to the game. We had a program called Play Tennis America, and we were looking at getting new adults into the game, and we were a leader in the country. He was instrumental in building our building that we call the home of Midwest tennis and our Hall of Fame. Just some fun things that you might not know about Mark. Mark, whenever I first started, his nickname was Food Court. The reason for that being that every day he used to eat lunch at the Castleton Mall Food Court.
Let's see, the kangaroo suit. Anybody that's seen him move around in that would not doubt his agility or commitment to the prank. So I think that was a high moment for him. I think one of Mark's strongest qualities was always that he was very supportive of the staff. He was very conscious of people's families and commitments and their efforts. right until the end, he was making big contributions. Getting the money from national, that took a lot of work, a lot of people, and a lot of guts.